Spinning live.
Podcast is live. So you guys,
Good morning.
you guys, we were talking about all of the pain that we have as old people. We were talking
I
about.
mean, we're now at that age where we're like, "How you doing?" Well, this hurts and that hurts.
We were comparing pain before we got on. So you guys should feel free. It's a topic to discuss in the comments. What kind of pain you're in today?
Yeah, we would definitely like to commiserate with you on any particular pain that you're experiencing.
Right.
I wonder if there's some sort of pillow I can get from My Pillow that would help with bicep tendon pain.
I don't know, but you know what I actually ordered from My Pillow this weekend?
What?
2 leopard travel pillows.
You have to show them when they come.
I will. I got them from my daughter because I got one for my car, one for my husband's car, because we do a lot of early morning swim practices, and like a lot of rides in the car for swim meets. And so the other day we were in the car and she wanted to lay down. I had to roll up my sweatshirt and put it so she could kind of lay, because we have like 20-minute drives to places. Sometimes we have 2-hour drives to places. So I said, I'm going to order some travel pillows, And so that's what I did. And
okay, I need to see them the second they arrive.
I will totally show them to everybody. Yeah, but you guys need to do that. And of course, I use the code CHICKS.
Because you get so much of a discount when you use code CHICKS, you guys, on anything. When you go to mypillow.com and you use that code, it's discounts galore. But right now, it's BOGO. Buy one, get one on their Giza Dream sheets. So if you haven't tried the sheets yet, I don't even know why you're waiting. This is the time to try the sheets because it's buy one, get one off. So do that. Totally. And also look at my name today.
Ivermectin. It's Ivermectin. If you guys get sick, go to your doctor and ask for Ivermectin. Don't do that. Don't do it.
I would like to put out a plea to our watchers on Facebook. We are apparently in the middle of, and just 2 days out from the conclusion of, a Facebook challenge. And that challenge is to earn as many Facebooks, well, not as many, but we're supposed to try to earn 65,000 Facebook stars. And so we are so close, you guys. I just looked this morning, we're just 2,625 Facebook stars away from hitting the goal. So if over the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, you are feeling particularly generous and would like to send us some stars to help us make our goal of 65,000 stars by 2 days from now, that would be amazing. Like if you've ever thought about sending stars and you just haven't, today or tomorrow would be really great.
It's because, listen, we just want to stick it to Facebook. I mean, it's like we just want to get a prize from Facebook to be able to say, you have to give us something, Facebook.
That's right.
You have to give us a prize. Yeah.
Suck it, Mark Zuckerberg.
Right. That's really what this is all about.
Pony up with the prize, man.
That's what this is all about.
That is what this is about. So if you find it in your heart to help us with that, we would greatly, greatly appreciate the stars.
Right.
And even though we are using a platform right now that doesn't allow us to see you giving us the stars in real time, after the video, almost immediately after, we go and we look and we appreciate and try to acknowledge you for sending those stars. So thank you in advance for doing that. Also, I heard a funny thing that I wanted to say about you, that it reminded me of you, because 'tis the season now that we're getting closer to when it becomes holiday time.
I love Christmas, y'all.
And so I saw a thing about people like you who normally would be putting up a tree like on Halloween.
I have 3. I usually have 3 trees, but okay. Yes. And I won't be this year. And it's like, you have no idea how painful this year is for me. It's so painful, you guys.
I know.
God, it hurt.
But do you know what you say about people who put their trees up early like you?
What do you say?
That you have premature tree ejaculation.
I have premature tree ejaculation, you guys. I have it. And listen, I will admit it. I have.
Oh my God. I just laughed so hard at that. I loved it so much.
I happily and willfully admit that I have premature tree ejaculation.
Oh, Brian, thank you very much. Brian asked, did you SEC ladies enjoy watching Bama getting their butt kicked? Yeah, I did, because now Georgia is #1.
I totally did, and by Texas A&M. And actually, Texas A&M is where I want my baby girl to go to school, because, we're in Texas now, and we're paying the in-state tuition like early. We do that so she can go to an in-state school. And I don't want to indoctrinate her too much, but that is secretly where I want her to go. I know people are going to be like, no, Daisy, Texas Tech, and no, Daisy, University of Texas. UT is too liberal, y'all. But so don't even write me about UT. But like all the other schools, I'm like, it's fine. But like, I love Texas A&M. So I don't know. This is kind of cool. And when I saw that, and I thought, oh my God, they beat Bama.
Yeah. Now, Georgia beat Auburn, but like it wasn't like a, it wasn't a murder.
Yeah. It wasn't a beat down. Yeah.
It wasn't as much of a beat down as it should have been.
Right.
So we'll see. Kentucky is also undefeated. We'll see how everything goes, but it's very, very exciting right now.
Loving this. The SEC is where it's at, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some videos to show you because you guys, oh my God. Jen Psaki. This is why I called today's video Psak-attack, because I have two videos of that wretched sea hag to share with you. And now I don't remember which order they're in. I think the first one that you're going to hear is when she's asked about Biden's disastrous poll numbers. And it's not Peter Doocy that's asking her this time. I don't even know who the reporter is, but I kind of loved him because the way that he asked was like, the poll numbers are really bad. And yeah, you might say that polling doesn't matter, but when they're good, you always talk about it. So I kind of love that he led with that question.
Like, why is it that you like want to talk about it when they're good, but then when they're bad, you're like, nothing to see here.
Right.
The polls are dumb. Polls are dumb, you guys.
Yeah. Right. So here is that quick little clip and her ridiculous answer.
I can talk about polls, and you might say that they don't mean anything, but it's also fair to say the White House, when there are good polls, you publicize them. So what do you make of these really terrible polls? Are they that he's doing something wrong? Is it just the communication? Or is it he's doing the popular things that have to be done? Or something else?
Sure. Well, look, I would say that this is a really tough time in our country. We're still battling COVID, and a lot of people thought we'd be through it, including us.
That's it. It's COVID. It's COVID's fault.
I can't.
Everything is COVID's fault. Everything.
What in the world? He's and the very polls that guy was asking about were like, how do you feel like Biden's doing on the economy? Sucky. Right. How do you feel like he's doing on the border? Sucky. Like
COVID.
Everything is bad. It's not about COVID.
Right. So COVID made him F up Afghanistan. Like COVID did that. Like
right.
Because he was like, let's see, how am I going to handle Afghanistan? Oh, COVID. COVID. I mean, it's like this. These people are insufferable. So what you're saying is he can't multitask. He's the president of the United States. He's the leader of the free world, and he can't multitask, is what you're saying, heat miser. That's great. That's fantastic. It's great to know.
The other thing is that I think it was on Friday that Terry McAuliffe, who's running for governor again in Virginia, said out loud, and I don't remember who he said it to, but he basically said, listen, we can't take anything for granted. We need every vote because Biden is really unpopular here in Virginia.
Right.
And so Psaki was also asked about that comment, and here is the ridiculousness answer to that.
Democratic candidate for governor in Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, who President Biden stumped for over the summer, now says the president is unpopular today, unfortunately, here in Virginia, so we've got to plow through. Why do you think the president is unpopular in Virginia?
Well, just if you look at facts and the polling, the president is the most popular figure in Virginia of anyone currently running for president or any former recent president. So I just note that in terms of the data. But I would say that the president's agenda is incredibly popular. That's probably the reason why former Governor McAuliffe is also running on that agenda.
this is a level of gaslighting that is just unheard of.
Right. It's like the spin, like you feel whipped around. You're spun so much. You know what I mean? Like we're all getting whiplash because you're just like, what? It's like it's truly remarkable how they can do that though. Like it's
Isn't
a job. Yeah, it is. It's like I wonder, like, where did she learn how to do that? You know,
It's a talent.
it is. I mean, I give her credit for being able to do that because there are dumb people out there who listen to that and they go, yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the agenda, you guys. it's the agenda. I mean, and they buy it and they totally look at her and they think that what she's saying is truth. This is the thing there. Because we're dealing with so many dumb people in this country and even a lot of smart people who have no common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Well, it's weird because it's weird that you just said that because I saw a video of George Clooney being interviewed and
Yes,
he was, did you see it?
I did.
Yeah. And he was talking about how, you know, we have so much healing to do and how essentially Joe Biden is here to heal the world from this horrible awfulness that we went through with Trump. And I'm like, do you see how bad everything is right now? How do you not see it?
And he called the country a bunch of battered children.
Yeah.
Like he said that we were battered children under Trump and we're healing. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, wait, so who was the abuser then? That's what if you think that we're all a bunch of battered children under the Trump administration, I think, okay, I can buy into that theory. You can, if you want to go ahead and talk about that theory, I'll sit down and talk with you, George Clooney, about that theory. But the batterer was not Trump. The batterer was the media. And they continue to do it. If you want to say that we've been like the whole country has been put into this situation where we hate one another and we've been pitted against each other, okay, fine. But the reason that Biden is president is because of a complicit media. I mean, I will stand by that. It's like they put him there and like they continue to provide him cover and they continue to be propaganda machine for the Democrat Party. And that is just the way that they've been that way for years. We've witnessed it, right?
Yeah.
And so everything that happened during the Trump administration, 93% of media coverage about Trump. This is data, y'all. 93% of media coverage about Trump was negative.
And now we know that a whole big bunch of it was just flat out lies.
Right. Including the whole dossier crap from Hillary Clinton. It's like, so when he talks about us being battered, yeah, we were battered, but we weren't battered by Donald Trump. So he can suck it.
But what's amazing to me about that is that he is one of those people that just does. It's like he's got complete blinders on as to how bad everything is right now.
Well, but he also lives in an Italian villa. So
well,
I mean,
among his homes.
Right. I mean, it's not like that's one of his homes. So I mean, it's not like his life is that terrible, Ma?
Yeah.
No.
Well, and it's we heard over the weekend that Biden's canceled all of these border wall contracts because we've been paying for millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of wall that we're not going to ever get. Mm-hmm. And now there's these tons of piles of steel just sitting in Texas on the border that's just rusting away and it'll never be used that we've already paid for. And so that, in addition to now this hyper focus on climate, even though gas prices are so high, I was saying to my husband yesterday, I was like, it's like this administration is doing everything they can to worsen everything.
Right.
And it makes me feel like they must feel like they have such a lock on the 2022 election and 2024 election that they just don't care how bad the polls are. They're not going to do anything to change course.
Right.
And it makes me really nervous about the next election.
Yeah, it does. I mean, because we've talked about that, how, what if we do lose the next election, then we're really going to know that something's up, right?
Because you can't be this bad
and
win.
No, you can't. You can't. And it is, and in the past, like if you look at history, usually when presidents start tanking like this, they go into a room and they're like, holy crap, you guys were tanking. We need to, because they listen to the people and then they have a group of people telling them, what do you need to do to change your poll numbers? This is what they're doing.
Right, exactly.
That's what those people are doing. And they're not doing this in the Biden administration. And
that's what makes me, they're doing just the opposite.
Right.
Like they're going full steam ahead on the things that they know people hate.
They're quadrupling down.
Yeah.
And that is, you're right. It's a little freaky.
But you know what will make you feel better is a
Steak.
big old pile of meat from
Right.
Omaha Steaks.
Totally. always the meat.
Always meat. I have an email from Amanda Barnard that came in at the end of August because they had just ordered some Omaha Steaks. And she says, hello, Machinator and Daisy. I hope you are having an amazing morning. I've always wanted to send y'all a message, but I never have. I had every intention of sending something long and eloquently spoken. I really thought it would be a message about the amazing deal I got this summer on Omaha Steaks using code CHICKS. The amount of food for the price had my husband in disbelief. He was unsure of it until it got here. Even the dang ice chest they send it in is phenomenal.
Yeah,
She ain't lying.
it's true.
She ain't lying, you guys.
It's true. She speaks the truth, you guys. It's good
It is
stuff.
a really nice, like ice. I never want to throw them away because they're
Yeah.
like super handy.
I know. They are really nice, especially when you have a party or something. You put it in the backyard, fill it full of ice, and then put beer in it. I'm not saying that I do that with from experience or anything, but you can do that. So you guys need to go to omahasteaks.com and visit there. Use keyword chicks and save 50%. We're talking 550.
This is off of their
Not
deluxe grill assortment. So
Right.
this is the thing that you get 30 entrees, you get like sides, you get desserts, and you get stuff like the bacon wrapped fillets. Oh,
They're really good. And the apple tartlets.
yeah. But it's 50% off of that assortment, which gives you the 30 entrees. And then on top of the 50% off, you also get 12 free steak burgers. Hello, it's the best deal ever. And you can freeze stuff and save it. You know how there's food shortages and things are crazy right now.
Right.
So it's always good to get a batch of food that comes right to your door. You don't have to go to the grocery store to get it. Try it. I'm telling you, you're going to love
Perfect right before the holidays, you guys. It's coming. The holidays are coming. Okay.
it. Don't be a
what did you call
premature
me?
tree ejaculator.
That's right. That's what I am.
So I have another video to show you about the jobs report that came out on Friday, which was dreadful jobs report. And of course, Jen Psaki tried to spin it. But here, what you're going to hear is Steve Moore explaining the actual reason for the terrible jobs report. This should be obvious to anyone with an actual brain, as I know everybody here has actual brains. But unfortunately, it's not obvious to people like Psaki and the rest. Thank you, Kira. She said, did you see where, I lost it. Oh no, it went away. Oh no, I didn't see it, Kira. It went away. Your comment went away. I'm sorry. I was too late.
Come back.
Okay. So anyway, that's what you're going to hear from Steve Moore. Take a listen to this.
Pay people not to work. This isn't complicated. You're going to get less people working. We've done nothing for the last year and a half but continue to provide benefits. Now, look, the extra unemployment benefits went away, but as I was mentioning earlier, we're giving people, rental assistance. We're giving them extra unemployment benefits, free health care, these $300 a month per child benefits. All of these things are adding up to a lot of money. We're talking about people being able to make a couple of $75,000, $80,000 a year without working a single hour. How does a small business compete with that? So I think we have to get back to the idea of incentivizing people to work. We're not doing that. We're incentivizing people to sit out. I'd be interested.
So I don't, this to me is like common sense stuff.
You would think. Yeah, we're building a huge welfare state.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, and it used to be that, like we wrote about this in our book,
and that was in 2014.
Right. It's like you want to give people sort of a safety net, right? Not a hammock to lay in and fall asleep and be there forever. That's what you want to do. And that's what we're doing. That's what Democrats want to do, because Democrats want these people to rely on them forever and ever. Amen. And that is the Democrat philosophy. That is Marxism. That is socialism. That is what they want. That's precisely what they're doing right now. If you can't see that, your head is so far up your butt. I'm so sorry, but that is what they're doing. And they think it's benevolent. So many people think that this is a good thing, and it's like, it's what's good and what's right for these people. No, that's not good. You need to get these people out and working again, because that is what people want to do in the end. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to work. They want to provide for their families. That's what America's all about. We are not about this. We are not about just giving handouts to people and then watching the economy tank. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Build
And
back
then on
better.
top of it, giving back or giving those entitlements to all the millions at this point of illegals that are coming, that are just welcomed in. I mean, it's absolutely insane. So we've got like 60,000 more Haitians on the way. And this week is when Biden decides, you know what, I'm going to cancel all of these wall building contracts. Like, again, it's one of those examples where he does the exact opposite of what he should do.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, what is even happening? Why are they doing this?
Well, yeah, it does make you wonder. I mean, it's a great point, Mock. I don't know. I mean, they see how people are pissed off.
Yeah.
Not even a year in. And it's a little terrifying.
Yeah.
That they are not going back. Because, you know, like I said, you look at years past and like normally they would be like, oh shit, we got
course correct.
Right.
They're not.
They're like, whatever, we don't care. We're going to do what we want because we basically want to take this ship and we want to sink it.
Mm-hmm. That's what freaks me out about how just brazenly they are going full steam ahead on the things that they know that people are mad at.
Yeah. Well, I know for sure that those Haitians are going to be Democrat voters, right? And so they know that if they can get more of those people in here, by God, those people are going to have, you know, Biden-Harris t-shirts on. Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of Harris, did you see her talking to those kids?
No, I never see her talking. Where was she talking? Did they actually like let her come out or what? I mean, did she do something?
Blinken and Mayorkas went down to Mexico to meet with the leadership there, but she could not be bothered. Instead, she went to a New Jersey, I think, daycare or something. God. And she posted, like her account posted a video of her talking to kids about space and how like excited she is that they're going to see the craters of the moon with their own eyes. And it was so cringe and weird, and like she is utterly unrelatable as a human, especially when dealing with children.
She needs to get her sorry ass to the border is what she needs to do. Unbelievable. She is the worst vice president in the history of the planet. She's the worst. My
like
God.
The literal worst.
What a
I know.
disgrace she is to women. She's a disgrace to women.
Yeah.
God.
So you probably people, I'm hoping none of our watchers or listeners were victims of the Southwest Airlines hullabaloo this past weekend, but like over 1,000 flights were canceled Saturday and Sunday. It was absolute chaos. And they were trying to blame it on weather and like air traffic control. Right. But the rumors are that, of course, it's because of these vaccine mandates that the pilots union is pushing back against. They won't admit to that because if they can blame it on the weather, then they don't have to refund people for the flights. So it's a little sketch what's going on. But I would just like to remind everybody, as you're reading about what's happening with the flight chaos, that it is Mayor Pete who is in charge of transportation. And I have not heard word one from him about all of the ships that are stuck out in the ocean trying to bring goods to the coasts. I have not heard anything about from him about these flights being canceled. Nothing. He's too busy showing pictures of his newborn baby that he had somehow with his husband.
With Chaz. What's his name?
Chaston.
He's a stay-at-home dad, you guys. He's a stay-at-home dad. It's too hard to find a job in Washington or something, remember? Or they couldn't find an apartment that was like really, that was affordable. No, they couldn't find one. Remember? Affordable.
I mean, dude makes like $200,000 a year.
It's just not enough.
To afford an appointment. There's Kira. Kira says it was the worst. Harris is the worst. Steak is delicious. And I'm not sure Haitians will be Democrats because Clinton destroyed Haiti. I've been there. Interesting point. Interesting point.
Okay, it's an interesting point, but people forget.
Well, it's true.
And especially when you give them free crap.
Right. And it's Biden who's letting them in.
Right. If you give them free crap, then they're like, oh, okay, I'll vote for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Democrats work. I'll give you free crap. Okay.
Yeah. Fauci, I guess, was on TV yesterday saying that that vaccine mandates in order to fly are not going to be immediate, but definitely they're on the table.
Right. I saw that. Yeah. this is getting insane. I mean,
It's getting insane.
Listen, what happened with Southwest yesterday is just the beginning. They're
Right,
like,
which is why I'm afraid to even book travel for the holidays.
right, me too, or for the next 6 to 9 months. Like, I'm thinking, okay, so if Southwest did it, other airlines can do it, and then there are like what, tens of thousands of military people that are still not vaccinated. Okay, that should terrify everybody. We have tens of thousands of military people that are not vaccinated. They have to be vaccinated in what, in like 6 to 8 weeks, something like that is the deadline. So they have to be vaccinated. What happens if they just don't? What happens if all those people just say bye? What happens? Look at our military force. Are they just gonna just drop out? We're just not gonna, like, our military.
Well, they'll be discharged. They'll be dishonorably discharged.
But then what happens to our military? Like, what happens? We just,
same thing that's happening to healthcare. It's getting gutted.
Great. That should make everybody feel really safe. That's fantastic. And you know who's watching? You know who's watching? People like China. They're watching that.
Oh, they're loving it.
Yeah, Russia. All those people are loving the fact that like our military is going to be gutted. And then we have people who are in charge who are like, I'm really concerned because our biggest threat is white supremacy. It's our biggest threat.
And Gavin Newsom is like creating laws that make sure that gender neutral toys are shown in stores. I'm like, what? You have got bigger issues to deal with than how toys look in stores, you idiot.
California deserves everything that they get from that guy. They deserve every bit of that. Suck it up, California. I hope you enjoy it. Seriously.
Yeah, but there's nice conservatives there.
Well, get out. Get out. If you're a nice conservative and you live in California, get your ass to Texas and come here, because there are too many Democrats from California who have moved here and brought their shitty policies, and they vote blue.
I know. I'm worried. You know, Elon Musk is moving Tesla to Texas, but he could be moving a whole bunch of lefties with him.
You're right. This is what they do. It's like they crap where they eat. They come here and they're like, the taxes are too high, but then they come here and they vote blue. So if you're conservative and you live in California, come on over to Texas and try to cancel these jackwads out, because I'm tired of it. I'm trying to single-handedly save Texas, y'all. I can't do it. I'm trying. Good Lord.
Okay, it's time for talks. I have some good ones for you today. Let me get my screen shared. And talkaroonies. Okay. All right. So first up, I am going to show you a very unusual breed of dog.
A dog in the middle. Oh my God.
I know, we're going to get to them too.
Okay.
Very unusual breed of dog. I think you in particular are going to be very fond of this dog. Here we go.
So I guess we'll battle it out now. This is him.
Oh, shoot.
I've never shown my dog in a video because he sparks arguments. He is a mutt, and so people always want to argue and say they know what breed he is. So I guess we'll battle it out in the comments. This is him.
A sweet baby cow.
I knew you would love that. I don't know why it started in the middle like that. Sorry, the surprise was ruined.
So sweet. I love him.
Also, we have an update on Karen the emu.
Karen.
I have something really important that I need to share with you. Really important that I need to share with you.
It's really important, you guys.
Oh my God. That is not even right. How did she get that thing on her? How did she get it on her?
She deserves it. That Karen deserves it.
Karen totally does, but how does she get it on her?
I don't know.
Oh my
she
God.
uses the force, you know?
Yeah, but she used the force, but then she had to put that thing on her head. Wow. Oh my God.
Also, why does this not happen to me? This raccoon, it just came up and decided I would like to eat with you.
I'd be afraid.
I would not be afraid. I would be like, come here.
Oh my God.
Sweet boy.
I'd be afraid it would be like rabid, because in the afternoon like that, that's a little sketch. I'd be afraid to be rabid. See, this is the difference between you and me. I'd be like, I think it's rabid, honey. Get the gun. Get the 22. This is so the difference between you and me. Just in case, honey, get the 22. Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you seen those videos of people who are super into DIY stuff and they want to tell you how to make things and do things and like what kind of materials to get for your projects.
Right.
This
These are all
guy is brilliantly making fun of those people in like the best way. You're going to love this.
So a bunch of you guys have been asking me how I built the Mackinac Bridge, which is the bridge that connects the upper and lower parts of Michigan. Now this is a super easy DIY project that you should be able to do in about a week. So you're going to need like 900,000 tons of concrete and about 42,000 miles of steel cable. You want to make sure to get the 24-inch diameter steel cable, otherwise it's not really going to work. Now I chose this green steel because I thought it looked good with the rest of the scenery, but you can paint it any color you want. Now make sure you sink these piers pretty deep, about 212 feet in the center. Make sure to leave enough space in the middle right there so that ships can pass through. I went with about 155 feet just to be safe. You're going to need about 4.8 million rivets to put it all together. All these supplies are available at your local bridge building store. Like I said, super easy project to start out. Should take about a weekend. You and a friend can knock it out. Super easy. Hope this helps. So a bunch of you guys have been asking me how.
Oh my God, I love it. It's fantastic. You should be able to find everything at a bridge building store.
Yeah, your local bridge building store. It'll be fine.
Right. I go to those a lot, don't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, every weekend we're there.
Because my husband drags me.
Right.
I hate it.
Okay, last one is this dog, and this is my new favorite song ever.
Toe beans, toe beans, toe beans, toe beans. Wanna poop and poop them 'cause you can. Toe beans, toe beans, toe beans, toe beans. Wanna poop and poop them 'cause you can.
Oh my God. I'm going to be singing that all day long.
Same.
All day.
Same.
God. I guess
Toe
he's not
beans,
in
you
here.
guys.
Ash isn't in here. Otherwise, I would be like, toe beans. Toe beans. Oh my God.
Toe beans. The best.
Why didn't we think of that?
I don't know, but I'm always going to use that like word forevermore.
Mostly because they smell like Fritos, not like toe beans, you know? But now they're going to always smell like toe beans to me. I love it. You guys, I'm sorry my bra strap's been showing all day. I can't help it.
I think people like it.
It's sort of like very 80s look.
Right. It's very flash dance.
Speaking of 80s, we're going to be talking about that in our deep dive this week. A little bit of 80s, like the difference between 80s and now. We're going to be doing a little bit of that with a pop culture kind of twist. We're doing a little more pop culture lately in our deep dives because we don't have time to do that kind of stuff in our dailies. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that today.
We're going to deep dive right into it.
Do that again. Do that one more time. There you go. That was very swan-like. Wasn't that graceful?
Thanks.
Okay. You guys bring it in. Bring it in. We hope you have a magical, magical Monday. And happy Columbus Day, everybody.
That's right. Columbus Day.
Happy Columbus Day. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.